Lovelies, hello family, hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today because today's tutorial is really very simple. It's one of the easiest I've done so far, and it's a beginner friendly. Okay, so in case you don't know how to break stitch, this is the time for you to catch a glimpse of what I have for you. I'm going to start with a break stitch. This triangular part here is a break stitch, and then it will end with a fringe, and it has a pattern that is also going to be a butterfly. Okay, so I'll finish with the very first wing. I'll do the other pair and you'd see the other wing. Okay, so butterflies have, so this kind of butterfly has like 4 wings. This is the first, second, and the other pair is also going to be 2, and then it completes the pattern. Yeah, so I really like you to sit and stay with me, guys. Don't move. If you have one color bead is fine, you can also continue. You don't have to follow the same pattern. I always say this until you are okay with how to do the pattern, not the pattern, I mean how to start a break stitch and at least do a fringe. You can add patterns later. Okay, so the most important thing is for you to be able to know how to go about this earring, okay, or this project. I'll see you on the next page. Materials are as follows. I'll use 5 different color beads for this tutorial. So the first is peach pink, that's how I'll call this. Black, orange, yellow, and then the dark silver here. This is the only metallic that I have. The rest of them are all glass beads. I'll go ahead to mention my nylon thread, which is also white, and then my earring stud or hook, and then my pair of scissors. Sorry, here. Okay, my pair of scissors is here. Okay, I was moving faster. Okay, and then also my needle, beading needle, my beading mat. If in case I should forget anything, you are going to see it on your screens. Okay, so let's continue. Yeah. So I'm going to use the peach pink bead to start the whole project. Actually, it's going to be the background of the whole project, like as you see here. Okay, it's the background of it. So it's going to be this color first, and I'm going to make 10 rows of break stitch. So first of all, I'll start with 2 beads, and these are for the beginners, okay, in case you don't know how to do this at all. Right, so I've picked 2 beads. Now you go down the thread and you leave about this tail. All right, so that's going to help you to attach your hook or your stud, your earring stud, and then you go through 2 beads. I'm still going to put a link, okay, to the description in case you don't understand this. There's another tutorial that you can watch to understand how to start a break stitch. Yeah, I hope you are watching. So you have 2 beads. Now on top of here of the beads, you have this thread, which is called the thread bridge, okay, and it's going to be very necessary to help build the rest of the beads. So this stage here is called increase. I'm building the second row. So what I do is I go through the very first we have only 1 thread bridge, so I go through this thread bridge, then I pull out like so. Okay, then I go through the very first bead, I go down the second bead through the thread bridge. Okay, then I pull out my needle and thread and I go through the bead here without going through the thread bridge, and then up. So when you do it this way, it makes the rows or the beads stand firm. Okay, and then since we are increasing, I'm going to add a third bead, which will help to expand the shape of the earring whilst you move along. So to be comfortable, I need to turn it this way. So as you can see, it's the same thread bridge I'm using. Then I All right, so you're going to repeat the same procedure to the rest of the rows. Yeah, so for this is the first, second row. Now moving to the third row. So if the second row is 3, the third row is going to be what, 4. So with every bead, every row you start, you need to start with 2 beads. And it's the same procedure. Okay, if you have found one thing, you can start again, and then you understand better. So now we have how many thread bridges? We have about 2. We have 2 thread bridges. That is going to help us to build the rest of the beads, the rest of the, or the fourth row. Okay, so I'll add my 4th bead on the 3rd row. All right, so on we go. And then the 4th row is going to be 5, and then continue. So I'm going to build 7 more rows to make 10, and this is going to be off camera. So you're going to use the same procedure. Okay, if you have found one thing, please play back, and then you understand, or you can watch the link that I've put. It's also about brick stitch, and I know you are going to understand that better. Brick stitch is all done, so we should count the rows here. There are 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But the number of beads that make the 10th row is up to 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now let's continue to add the fringes. So I've already strung the beads, and guys, I'm not going to give you any details about the pattern. Okay, and just because of time factor, other than that, I would have done this bit by bit. But the main idea is for you to be able to know how to add a fringe, know how to break stitch and add a fringe, right? Yeah, so and also the number of beads. Now the very first fringe is up to 28 beads, and then the second one is going to be up to 30, and then it continues until you get to the middle. So let's continue. Those of you who do not know how to fringe, this is it. Now you go down. Let me zoom in for you to do it. You go down and then up. You push one bead down and then you go up the rest of the beads. Right, this way. Then up. So when you do this, try not to pull it too tight. It should not be too loose as well. Okay, it should just be right. And then go down again the second bead to be able to add your second fringe. I hope it's quite easier. Second fringe is ready and it's up to 30 beads. The first one is 28, so which means it's going to be plus 2. Now with the same procedure, you push that one bead down and go through the rest of the beads up this way. Alright, so this is how the very first two fringes look like. Fringe is ready, which is up to 32 beads. Okay, and so what we do is that, like the first two fringes, push one bead down and go up the rest of the beads. Hey, what's happening now? Okay. Okay. All right, so the rest of the beads I'm going to do, not the rest of them. I would finish from now, okay, from this the fourth fringe until the sixth fringe, which is supposed to be the middle part, and then I get back to you. Okay, yeah, now the wing is beginning to show and it's looking so gorgeous. Yeah, please, you don't have to follow the same pattern. Just know how to do this to make a beaded fringe earring, and then you can take it off from there. In case you want to add any pattern of your choice, you can go ahead, but just understand how this is done. Okay, so if you don't get me to say the patterns, it's fine, please. I know what I'm talking about. Just learn how this is done. Start from the brick stitch and end on the fringe with any kind of color bead you have at the moment, and then when you are okay, then you can add a pattern. All right, so let's continue. Now we are in the middle. Okay, and this is the highest number, which is about 38 beads. Now I'll continue from this part. I'll decrease, which means I'm going to take 2 out of every number until I get to the last number, or the last fringe, which is going to be 28 beads. So if the highest is 38, meaning the next bead is going to be, or the next fringe is going to be -2, is going to 36, and I've already strung it. This is it. Okay, so I'll push it down, one bead down, and go to the rest of the beads like I did to the rest of them. Go down. Obviously the next bead, if this is 36, the next bead is going to be -2, 34. Yeah, fringe is ready, which is also the 8th fringe, and it's up to 34 beads. So I go up, then I go down. Now guys, from here I'm left with only 3 fringes to finish, so I'll be doing that off camera as well. You just by deducting by 2 until you get to 28. So if this fringe is 34, the next is going to be 32, then 30, and then 28. Okay, yeah, done with all fringes, and this is looking gorgeous. The next thing to do is to add or attach my fringe, my stud. So I go through it like this. Then through the thread bridge down. And I go through the hole again. Okay, so from here I can even go through the bead. There are so many ways of attaching if you have a similar kind of hook or stud. Okay, just to make it rigid. And you come back again. I don't want to make mistakes. Let me see. Okay. All right. And back the hole. Oh my goodness. Let me just remove this one. And then down the bead. So you're going to do this about how many times? Depending on how strong you want it to stand. Okay, yeah, so I'll just go through it 2-3 times and then get back. What a beautiful pattern this is, guys. This is a very, very nice pattern. And one day when you get to know how to make a brick stitch, a beaded fringe brick stitch, you can create any pattern of your choice like what you are seeing right now. I love this pattern, and it's a beautiful butterfly, as you see. So the next tutorial is going to be it's going to be a similar project, the same butterfly but with different bead colors. Okay, and please watch out for that. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you that were able to stay till the end. And please press on the notification whenever you subscribe. Okay, thank you so much, and I'm going to see you on the next tutorial. Have a nice time. Bye bye.